Hey guys, recently I went to a convention called Bilibili World. It is essentially a video gaming convention in China, akin to the likes of Comic-Con or Anime Expo or what have you. This is the pass. I was actually working the event. This is my employee pass. But I was also able to walk the convention floor after doing my job. And at Bilibili World, they had a Yu-Gi-Oh stall where they sold Yu-Gi-Oh merch that was exclusive to the event, and they had cosplayers there, and you could learn to play the game. And yeah, check it out. So this is the bag I got at the booth. We've got the Dark Magician Girl here to satiate all of the gooners out there. And then on the back, we've got 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons and the Lord of D. Pretty sweet. And yeah, let me show you some of the stuff I purchased there. So one of the cool things that they have there that I was told was exclusive to this event are these 2 things. Now, these are in simplified Chinese. You can't read it, but it's in Chinese, and it says simplified Chinese, as is this one. And what these are basically time capsule products. So this is what you get one of 6 possible decks. As you can see on the back here, you can get an Elemental Hero deck, Agents, a Chaos deck, a like Gigaplant deck, Dark Worlds, or Black Wings. And it's, kind of that, I don't want to say 2020, but like, it's even older than that, maybe like 2015, I'd say, era of Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's like that kind of ban list and card pool, and they're fully constructed decks, and you get one of the 6. So I'm excited to open this up and see which one we get. And then also there's this booster pack, which is the same idea, just a booster pack of a lot of really good cards from the older eras of Yu-Gi-Oh! And these are both in simplified Chinese. Before I open those, let me show you some of the other stuff I got. I also purchased this. This isn't actual Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I thought it was kind of cool. It's like a little notebook and pen that have the Kaiba Corp logo on them. Oh wow, it's getting blasted on the plastic there. Yeah, the Kaiba Corp, and then I've got this little Kaiba Corp pen. I just thought that was kind of cool, and it comes with like a little bag that you can keep them in. You can maybe use this for like life points when you're dueling. Just some cool Kaiba swag. And then lastly, at the booth, I was also able to pick up this. And this was actually free. This one I didn't have to buy. So these 3 objects here, the deck, the booster pack, and the little notepad, all came out to about 150 kwai, which is roughly like 20 bucks, 20 US dollars. So not too bad. But this bit was free here, and to do this, or to get this, you had to get in line and then do like a little demo duel where they kind of teach you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I already know how to play. I dueled against these 3 cosplayers. They're all cosplaying as Sky Strikers, and they teach you like how to synchro summon or how to fusion summon, etc. And I think I dueled, it wasn't Ace Ray, was it? I dueled one of the Sky Strikers, and she taught me Black Wings, or she didn't really teach me. I knew. The cards were in Chinese, and it was a pretty simple sequence, and I just kind of knew how to do it just by looking at the cards. Like, I recognized what they were without even having to read them. But yeah, when you complete it, you get this, and what it is a card center of Baby Dragon. So I'll open that in just a second. But before we open up all these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I've got a bit of a first for you guys here. I don't know if you guys are interested in this at all, but also at the convention was a Magic the Gathering booth. And maybe you don't know this, but I also play Magic the Gathering. I really like both card games. I grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And, that one is really near and dear to my heart. But then Magic, I kind of picked up later in my adult life and play it with my buddies. I play Commander a lot. And it's kind of a similar story with the Magic booth. They had a kind of demo where you get in line and you kind of play like a really simplified version of Magic. And again, the cards were in Chinese, and my opponent was playing for the first time. He'd never played Magic. But I could tell what the cards were. Like, I had Colossal Dreadmaw and, really generic Magic cards. They weren't anything crazy. So I was able to pretty easily pick up the win, even though I couldn't read any of the cards. And when you win, you can get a couple of prizes. And this is one of the things that I got. This is actually something you should be able to pick up for free if you just went to your local card store. And this is just a welcome deck. And they had all of them. There's, I think, 5 of them. You know, like there's like a Hulk, Black Panther, Black Widow, Iron Man. Yeah. And I picked the Iron Man one. Obviously, I love Iron Man. But the way the winnings worked actually was you rolled a d20, and then if you got a 1 through a 10, that was kind of the lower tier prize, which I think would have just been just this. If you got an 11 through a 19, you got kind of the mid-tier prize. But if you got a 20 on that d20, you got the highest tier prize. And would you believe that I rolled the 20, and I got this, which is a Avengers home speaker with Iron Man on it. Pretty cool. I mean, I've already got, you know, an Apple Home, but I love the Avengers. I love Iron Man, so now I've got, like, you know, a portable speaker. It was actually really useful because we used it to play music in the break space. So, but I think I was actually more gunning for this because it actually has in it a magic card that I really wanted of just this mythic of Iron Man. And here he is. Check him out. If you guys know anything about Magic, he's pretty cool. He basically is a kind of anthem for all of your artifact creatures. They all get +1/+1. He can fly, and then when he attacks even another artifact creature, he draws you a card. So, pretty solid blue artifacts card. The way these things work, actually, is you get 2 different welcome decks. One is guaranteed to be blue. But then the other one is a random one, and I got green, meaning it has, I think, another mythic of the Hulk somewhere in here. I haven't opened it yet. It's kind of funny because in these decks, you get, you know, the cards, and at the back it's got like these 2 little like rules cards that shows you like how to lay out the battlefield and then kind of like the phases. Then it also says, don't shuffle, but I immediately when I got it, I just teared open the plastic and went ripping through the cards and plucked out this Iron Man, because this is pretty much the only thing I wanted was this one card. Anyways, enough about Magic. You guys don't care about that. You're here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's open up some of these Yu-Gi-Oh! Products. I reckon, here, I'll rip open this thing real quick so you can just get a closer look at our little notebook, because he's kind of cool. And you couldn't really see it very well in this plastic bag. So you get this little bag to put the notebook in, and it says KC on it right there. Kaiba Corp. You get the notebook. It's got a little plastic cover over the front, and it says the Kaiba Corporation. And then it's kind of like a graph paper in here. Maybe get, you know, a little over 100 pages. And the pen. Free him from his little prison. And there we go. Pretty standard ballpoint pen. Looks like, you know, the kind of the free stuff you might get at like a convention, and that's almost what it is. Yep, in fact, it is. And actually, if you can read that right there, focus, it's a Bic. This isn't Kaiba quality, but cool. I just liked having the Kaiba pen. All right, let's open up our card center first, just so you can see the baby dragon. I think this one too is also exclusive to the Bilibili event, so you could only get it at this event. And he's actually like clear, like he's transparent through here, and then he's, you know, like pretty thick plastic. So he's not even like cardstock or anything. I thought it was going to be a card. Cool. Yeah, we get baby dragon, and then yeah, if you know what a field center is, it kind of shows it right here. When they added Link monsters, the Yu-Gi-Oh board kind of became a like 3x5 playing field with a lot of zones, and so the field center is this gold one, and it just kind of is the rubric by which you base the rest of your field off of if you don't have a mat that kind of lays out the zones for each card. So that's a field center. All right, let's do the booster pack next. This is our kind of retro time capsule booster pack. No idea what to expect coming out of this. I bought it just for fun, just to open up, just to, you know, get the exclusive product. So let's enjoy the cards are all in Chinese, so if I don't... You know, I feel like this does not look like an older card. Maybe it is an older Blackwing, but I feel like this has got to be a newer card. Yeah, see, this is what, Power Tool Synchron? I feel like this is... So maybe we were lied to. These are not as old. Coral Dragon. He's kind of cool. Oh, I know this one. It's Counter Trap. I think I used this one on Duel Links. And then we got super rare this card. Well, that was not very exciting. Let's do the box and see what we get. Got some tape here holding me back. Let me in. All right, fingers crossed. What am I hoping for? I guess I'm hoping for the Chaos one. I think that's the one I'm most interested in. Though Gigaplant does seem kind of fun. You know, that is kind of the deck I liked to play during that time period. You know, I played Quick Draw Synchron, like Doppel Warrior type deck. So maybe I want to see Gigaplant. Oh, and it is Dark Worlds. I actually did play Dark Worlds too during this era. So maybe this will be a little trip down memory lane. But you know, we're getting them all in Chinese. So that's kind of exciting. Let's tear her open and see what we get. Of course, you got to get Grayfa. There he is. Are we going to get multiple copies? Oh, we are. 3 copies of Grayfa, but we do only get 1 ultra rare. We get a Silva, a gold. Is the gold holographic? No, he's not. 1 Silva and 1 gold. Interesting. We get hopefully 3 snow. Yep. Maybe 2 beige or 3 beige. All right. There's him. Some browns, of course, for our draw power. And then we actually get a copy of Ceruli to maybe pop off the silvers and golds. Kind of cool. This is Trance Archfiend. We get 2 copies of these. This one's great. Oh, 3 copies even. He can like pitch and then he becomes a 2K beater. And then if he dies, he adds back a banished one. So you can get back the stuff you banish with your gates to Dark World. We got a tour guide or 2. Great. That's kind of awesome. It looks like that's it for the monsters. No Sandgan or nothing for the tour guide. Oops, sorry, I shifted the camera here. And we get our gates. Looks like we get 3 of those, of course. We got a Dark World, 2 copies of Dark World Lightning for back row. Looks like we're going to get 3 dealings, of course. I don't know what that card is. I don't know what this card is. What are all these? Maybe you guys could tell me. But I hope they're still time capsule cards. I guess they're just other Dark World spells that do something. Here we go, card destruction. You gotta have this in Dark Worlds. And maybe 3 drag downs. Yeah, drag down into the grave. Gotta have those as well. Then we get some other just staple type stuff. Book of Moon. Oh, a Dark Smog. What is that? Some other trap, another, wait. Is this one Dark Smog or is this one Dark Smog? I think this one's Dark Smog. What's this one? More different Dark Smog. And then we get some extra deck stuff. Looks like we got this big zombie guy. He's like a rank 8 that needs darks, I think. He's actually really good. I think he like skill drains the board. Here's Felgrind Paladin, I believe is his name. He's just a negate on wheels. Some Naturia guy probably has some negate. Pearl. Oh, nice. Steel Swarm Roach. He's kind of cool. Gosh, I think I played this deck back in the day. I can't remember what the name of it. It's Vorse Raider, but like evil Vorse Raider. Gosh, can anybody remember what this archetype was called? It's like, had a weird name. And they all had weird stats. They had like the stat line where it's like everything's in 50s. A Dejin? This is really taking me back. The Corn ship, number 50. Gaga Cowboy, gotta have him. Diamond Direwolf, sick. This guy. A Leviathan for, obviously, for our tour guide. And then this other one that's special from Banish. A Zenmaines, come on. This is a really cool extra deck that it comes with, yeah. That's pretty fun, you know. It would actually be a lot of fun to maybe have 2 of these and you know, play against each other. Just the nostalgia of it all is really nice. You only get the one holographic ultra rare Grafa in it, but cool to see all these cards in Chinese. And yeah, it's just like old format. Really takes me back. Definitely worth picking up. It was fun to look through it. This booster pack was not as exciting. I think we got bamboozled because I don't think these are these I feel these are newer cards rather than older, but whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you next time.